Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting stream on Bowtie Gaming 14. Xeno X, Part 8. Alright, so today's gonna be pretty... Well, we'll do side quests until there's no more side quests to do. But yeah, now that we're done with all the affinity quests we can do pre-Chapter 6, now we're just gonna be doing all of the side quests that open up after Chapter 5. Because there's so many. Auto-completed 1.
Hey.
Oh. Because you've been posting it so frequently. I mean, I've had that happen too. I swear, once you type something out like that specific more than a couple times, there's like, yeah, I'm just gonna remember this now. See, I'd believe it. Just double checking if I can just complete any of these by default. Okay, nope, then onwards. Suppose it doesn't really matter which ones I do. Start out with Kirsty's. Her side quests are kind of like, there's like 5 or 6 different components of it that you gradually finish throughout the entire journey.
I can help.
Ah, Temenos, perfect. I got just the job for you. This last stretch of fighting has been intense. Our scale fleet's pretty beat up, as are a lot of our equipment. We need to perform some large-scale maintenance, but we're out of aurorite, a relatively common resource needed for repairs. Beer is dangerous enough when your gear's working, but when it's not, forget it. Tell Kirsty you also think going out with broken equipment would be suicide, say that skill's the only thing that matters. You've been through enough tight scrapes to know how terrifying it can be even with working gear. We got pathfinders and prospectors out gathering as we speak, but the more their equipment fails, the more casualties are mounting. I'm just like, yeah, back to the LA theme. I'd like you to mine the aurorite we need for our maintenance and also gather 8 HI-9 ion thrusters that can be found in Noctilum. If you could also recover the data unit that fell while you're at it, it'd be a huge help. Do you mind? Alright, so we got all the aurorite, so that'll just complete once we're done accepting all these. It's much appreciated. I have every faith you'll find everything, so whip up a maintenance schedule while you're out. Just access your comm device to connect to Frontier Nav and mine for that aurorite. As for the rest, well, just be sure to come home safely. That's an order. Alright, that's it. Off you go. And we completed this immediately. The other two, on the other hand, they're going to take a bit of work, comparatively. Yeah, that's why I recommend setting up as many mining probes on sites that have specific, or like, yeah, I guess the rare minerals as soon as possible, because then you can just have some in your inventory for these quests. I know with the Lyn Affinity quest, there's not much you can do, because, like, you're pretty much doing that one canonically the same time as you get access to Frontier Nav, so you're just kind of screwed. Unless you just wait until you do it later. But everything after that, it's like, yeah, you definitely got, like, hours under your belt by the time you're messing around with it again. Plus, it's a good way to accumulate Moranium, and a good way to accumulate money. And I guess I'll show this off while I'm at it. I did reorganize things so that it's a bit more efficient, like anything that's specifically, or any site that has mineable resources, I made sure to put a mining probe there. I tried to rack up some combos, and I put out as much many storage probes as I could that seemed reasonable so that I had enough mining coming in and revenue coming in. So the numbers are about maxed out while still mining for those precious resources. Then I'll just mess around with it later once we get more probes installed. Oh, there we go. I just completely missed it. You obtain data unit FN094. What kind of info's inside? Yeah, because I know they've all got their own benefits, because, like, Primordia is, like, the cool plains area. I'd say in terms of it being, like, the most biodiverse, I'd say it's probably the number 5 out of the 5 of them, because, like, Noctilum's got the glowing woods. I'd say Oblivia might be number... Like, these might be tied for last, just because, like, it's a kind of standard desert area and standard plains area, although you do get floating islands, so that bumps it up. But yeah, you get, like, Bioluminescence and Noctilum, you get the cool Crimson Aurora stuff with all the stuff in Sylvalum, plus the night theme, and then just lava area. Yeah, I'd say my order is going to be Sylvalum, because I'm a bit biased, then Noctilum, then Cauldros, then Oblivia, then Primordia, but I like all 5 of them. Because, yeah, that first time I saw that area at nighttime, the Crimson Aurora was playing, and then I heard the soundtrack for the first time in that area, I'm just like, so good! Yeah, the soundtrack was actually so good that it was kind of a pastime of mine in college. Kind of when I had some time to doodle on my trumpet, I'd learn by hearing how to play a lot of the songs in the game. I have since probably forgotten the specifics on how to play a lot of them, but yeah, I was gonna say Noctilum is really cool because like just the massive lush forests and that area. Without spoiling what that area is, just that upper section. Gathered sea anemone platters and delivered them to the cafe employee. Okay, there's some over there. Yeah, so yeah, plus the theme is just really cool. Of course, what's even more awesome is that, like, pretty much that theme at the beginning when you see Primordia, that was actually like a prelude to Noctilum's theme. Just, it puts Mac the Forest to shame, which is saying a lot. Alright, then we got one over there, and then we need one more to complete that out. Yeah, I know I keep saying it until the cows come home, which is funny, like, after the whole Mario Kart World thing of like, oh yeah, you can play as the cow, and how much that meme took off. But yeah, I love the fact that it shows you exactly what collectibles you're trying to go for on the screen and everything, so you're not just being like, is this it? No, is this it? 1 hour later. I got one! Whereas that, you can just beeline it straight towards the one glowing object, instead of wasting like 20 minutes, or in some cases, hours, because some of the collectibles are just that rare. Actually, so I don't have to recollect it. And yes, I have Arena and the Murderess working together, so... Oh yeah, that was another thing I did, is that I basically got everyone's fashion gear situated off-screen.
Thanks.
Thank you, looks like that's everything. The materials you gathered will get broken skulls back on their feet and also ensure our blade's gear is in top working condition. And I'll see that analysis of the data unit you recovered starts right away. Ask Kirsty what she expects to find on the data unit, skip to the part where you get paid. Classified info for a special project I was on. Afraid I can't say more than that. Well, maybe I can say a little. The data unit represents the bonds I share with some of my dearest colleagues. Now then, this is for you. I think you'll find it more than covers you for your troubles. Completed the Noctilum exploration task. Now we'll have no trouble repairing those worn-down blade equipment. All the precious resources mined from the soils of Mira can be turned into a wide variety of items that'll help keep New LA safe. Hope you'll continue using FrontierNet to dig up all sorts of new materials and minerals. We're all depending on it, in fact. Here is a harsh land full of hostile, terrible things. Without the support of people like you, even our best fighters can't hold out for long. Quest complete. Hello, welcome to the universally renowned, candid, incredible House of Fine Wares, okay? I've been pondering how we can better serve our human clientele, you see? Director General Sho-san suggested the quickest route to an amicable integration of our peoples was a mutually beneficial business, didn't he? So I decided to share the tech we man-on pride ourselves on with everyone, yes? And to share it at an honest price, perhaps. Come for us for all your needs, from paper napkins to interstellar generational ships, alright? Everything is stocked here at Candid Incredible. Or at least it's what I was hoping to offer clients, yes? So it sounds insanely profitable, doesn't it? But this running a business stuff is hard, right? Just been one obstacle after the next. But now that you come along, I think luck might be turning around, yes? So may I ask a favor? First, I'd like you to take a look at something on our ship, okay? Won't take much of your time, and I promise it'll maybe be worth the trouble. Nod and accept his request, blow him off. Like, don't blow off one of the 3 guys you saved, whose lives you saved, what the heck? Then we have a deal, yes? Many thanks. I can tell you'll be an excellent customer, won't you? And I promise to treat you with respect and integrity, so come spend all your money at Candid Incredible House of Fine Wares, okay? That's incredible! Help the tour increase the sales for the newly opened arms manufacturer, Candid Incredible. Now that that's resolved, I must be on my way, okay? I'll explain things in more detail when we actually speak, alright? Oh, and over there you'll see the super amazing warp device Candid Incredible installed, yes? Take you directly to the man on ship. So fast. No, speedy. Convenient? Anyway, I'll be waiting for you there, okay? I know we can warp there, but since we're that close to the pad, it's like, no, I'm taking the pad.
right? Great, right?
Welcome to the Man on Ship. You think you'll join the rest of space in agreeing it offers the very finest of amenities, maybe? How'd you like the ride here? Our warp device packs are a kick, yes? That's classic Man on Tech there. From ether to warp devices, we have it all, don't we? But maybe I should continue from where I left off earlier. During the time it took to move here after establishing our present friendship with your people, we Man-On created a number of items to sell, you see? They're based on thorough market research and guaranteed to hit the human spot. Or that was the plan, right? However, the culture barrier is harder to overcome than we thought. While the tech involved is practically primitive, we're having an incredibly difficult time actually coming up with everyday products. From washing things in diluted chemicals to slathering paint on your faces, your human needs are, they're incredibly strange, aren't they? Inscrutable, beyond the grasp of all logic even. Literally impossible to fathom. Yes, that's it. So we decided to forget about everyday products and make weapons instead, since the needs of most species are essentially the same in that area, aren't they? They want power, convenience, deluxeness, and Man-On weapons have all that and more, okay? So I'm very certain humans will agree to buy so many, but... Well, the cultural barrier is pretty high, isn't it? I'm worried that humans might understand how amazing these weapons are, maybe. So, this is where the favor part comes in, alright? I want you to try some of the weapons we made here in the field, then go tell all the other humans how amazing they are, okay? Word of mouth, right? I'll set you up with one of our latest models to get you started if that's alright. Taking to go hunt some minigens called Quickavellos. 7 should be enough. Oh, and the more wild and flamboyantly you fight, the better advertisement it's likely to make. You might even have humans lining up at the door. So yes, alright. Camden Incredible's future is in your hands, you understand?
You know?
Okay, I was like, finally, I found the darn things. Alright, so I'll just have Murderous use them since she's in the party.
could have taken them on alone.
Why is Murderous here?
Ready?
Because of the Affinity Chart Arena. What's that? Oh, nothing.
Stagger him with a melee attack.
Run.
Staggering! Rising blade! Just hit them with gunfire.
I'm off balance.
Defensive
Burning slap!
Now, we can lay
Flame
on the
grenade! Victory is ours.
I guess I'm on the right team.
I'm going in.
way ahead. Ramp up the adrenaline.
Right. Got it, boss.
I'll run with this. Tornado blade! Tornado blade! That's enough from you! Tornado blade! Game set.
I guess I'm on the right team.
Use melee attacks.
Roger.
Flame grenade! Tornado blade! Rising blade!
Damn, up good.
Tornado blade!
Tornado Blade!
Tornado blade! Game set.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Sure earning that name today, aren't we, Murderous?
I'm going in.
Game on. Moving for a melee strike. We can do some real damage.
Put some power into this one.
Rising blade.
Rising blade! We're in a good position. Move in!
Burning
Use melee attacks.
Roger.
Tornado blade!
Comes the fearsome.
Incendiary edge!
Moving for the kill.
Defensive
Just
stick.
topple them with gunfire.
Worm.
One of my favorite quotes of hers. Kneel, worm! That's so bright. It's almost disorienting. It's so gloomy from the rain
Bring
earlier.
them down from a distance.
I mean, in game, not in real life. It's been sunny here all day.
Lay on the hurt.
Rising blade!
Roger. Damn, up good.
Flame grenade! Now get in there! Tornado! Victory is ours.
I guess I'm on the right team.
Alright, so that's it for that. Usually they want you to swap out of the gear, so I'll go to do that.
That's right, yeah?
Pizza's really the greatest, don't you think? You should really go to Army Pizza one of these days. Again, you people thought I was kidding unless you played this game. When I say the man are obsessed with pizza, you have no idea. Welcome! How did the advertising go? Was the weapon shockingly effective, hopefully? Well, I've already had customers inquiring about it, so why don't you return it to me now? While you're out there advertising, we were here inventing equipment, so here you go, okay? I was gonna say, understatement of the millennium. Much more kick in one, you see? Very powerful, so please go out there and share with the world, perhaps. I worry just using any old indigen you run across could muddle a message a bit like that, wouldn't it? That sounds more impressive. Defeating one super strong enemy or a whole bunch of regular enemies. Makes for better advertising. Say defeating one tough enemy is more impressive, claiming that defeating a swarm would make for better advertising. Right, we want an impact, don't we? So taking down an infamous threat that would raise your status and make our weapon an overnight sensation at the same time, eh? Which means we'll need you to aim as high as possible when picking your target, won't we? Something like a Welkin Orvis, maybe, or even two? Yeah, two would be better than one, wouldn't it? One's been sighted nearby in Primordia, and its parameters are good to match with those used in the design process, so it's pretty much perfect. Things go well and the advertising yields results, we can call this model the Aura Venerator, perhaps, or the Aura Viscerator. Very good. Best of luck in slaying two of those with the latest and greatest Canon Incredible tech. We're in talks with our head office regarding production schedules for mass producing the latest weapon, you see? It's located with the arms manufacturers over in the administrative district. Would you mind maybe dropping in and giving your report? As they're just straight up munching on pizzas. Alright, so this is I need a dual gunner, so I'll swap one of them out for Elma. Yeah, remember those scary birds from earlier when I was trying to get over here? We're gonna fight them now. Time to fight the birds.
Ready?
Let's see what we're engaging. Lay down some fire.
Offensive stance.
Prepare. Got it. Move in and do some damage.
You turn!
I'm off balance.
Focus is improving. I'm going on the offensive.
There we go.
Grab them no quarter.
Primer.
And just killed it super quickly.
Victory.
Elma, you shoot it a couple times, it still counts. Meanwhile, I will just murder the sucker. Taking your title, murderess.
Ready?
What say we just do it? Cripple it first. Got it.
It's sure to work now.
Tougher than they look. Help!
I'll get the most out of this.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Offensive stance. Hey! I'll put some power into this one.
Furious blast!
Tornado blade. We can just topple them with gun.
Tornado blade!
Incendiary edge.
Topple 'em.
Victory is ours.
And done.
Let's move.
And put Fry back in. Now time to go talk to Tatura. Excellent work, right? Her reports on your results in using the latest weapon. You're you be so good as to return it to me now, please? Thanks. Many, many thanks. You're as impressive as I heard, and I'm a genius for scouting you to head our field marketing efforts, right? The part where you pretended to struggle and bleed really added a sense of drama, you know? You're kind of a ham, but the good kind, right? Overcome the direst of dire odds of the weapon from Candid Incredible at your side. The ad copy practically writes itself, doesn't it? What? Yeah, why yes, this is where you can find the unbeatable new weapon you've heard about. You're quite the savvy customer, right? This model's the weapon that slew a Welkin Oribus in the blink of an eye. And a welcome to you too. Welcome one and all to Candid Incredible House of Fine Wares, okay? Ride the cutting edge of the most advanced tech in all of space and time, okay? Because when your life could be gone, you better trust Manon. Incredible! I never dreamed the ad campaign would work so well and so quickly, right? It's all thanks to you. Be sure to come to you straight away if I need help again, okay? Hope we can be very, very good business partners for a long time, alright? Because at Candid Incredible, integrity comes free, right? It's totally free, like included. You keep our business booming, we'll make your enemies go boom! It's back scratching all around to your friendly neighborhood Candid Incredible. Come to us for all your needs, from paper napkins to interstellar generational ships, yes? Everything's in stock here at Candid Incredible. He's like, forget about it, we're going back to making napkins. You defeated the Indigents using Candid Incredible's new product. As well as being a great advertisement, you also sparked interest in Manon Tech. Quest complete. That brings Arena up to Affinity 3. Swap her out for Gwen. Alright, we'll do L's next. Or actually, oh right, I forgot L's involved in this particular quest. Ah, this open-air shop is delightful! It's truly the purveyor's paradise I have been seeking! Salutations, are you the proprietor of this charming boutique? We would make words at you. What? Look, buddy, this is about the shop. Can we do it later? Haven't got a thing to sell. The shelves are empty, just like me. Ask Regina what happened to her inventory. Offer to help Regina if she needs it. That's sweet. You're a blade, I take it? So is my husband. He set out on an assignment a while back with some Xeno. Well, it killed him. He used to find me little trinkets to sell, but since then, yeah, I have nothing to sell. And I have no idea what I'm gonna do now. If I can't keep the shop going, I need to find some other job. Some way to support the blades. At least that's what I should do. But I just don't have the energy, you know? So all I can do is just stand here and talk to you. Our condolences for your loss, my good woman, but this may just be the chance of a lifeline! You see, we've been collecting and producing works of the most exquisite sort for some time now. Inventions and such, mostly. And it's our fervent wish to sell them to the people of Earth at a bargain, seller prices! This store is a fitting vessel for the display and sale of said works, is it not? As such, we most hungrily request that you permit us the use of your delightful shop. This blue thing for real, my husband is dead. We ran the shop together. Why the hell would I let him walk and take over? But it's not sadder still to think us a precious thing sitting idle? To let it fall into disrepair and ruin? Surely your late spouse would want the shop to remain open. Yeah, I suppose he might. We're presently in collaboration with the Manon or a certain secret device. It's a most exciting project we assure will benefit all of mankind. Please, my lady, place your trust in us. We promise that we will not miss the point. Express your trust and belief in Elle. Stop Elle from further harassing this grieving widow. He's with me. I take full responsibility for what he does. You're a better person than me if you trust this weirdo. Still, I can see he's serious about the shop. I'll do it under one condition. It involves something my husband hoped to do as a Pathfinder. I want you to develop Oblivion's Frontier Nav and push it past the 30% mark. He was always so dedicated. I'm sure he'll rest easier knowing the work he left behind is done. We got our marriage certificate a couple weeks before the whale took off. But things were so chaotic we didn't get much of a chance to celebrate. He said that once his work on Oblivion's Frontier Nav was 30% done, we'd hold a proper wedding and celebrate carving out a life for ourselves on Mira. It's more of a funeral than a wedding now, but I still want it. So come tell me when it's done. Time to go explore Oblivia! Alright, so we're currently sitting at 22%. I know a big thing that'll get the percentages up is just installing a couple more data probes.
Here they come.
First, we got some Rexes to kill.
Put some power into this. Magnum Edge. Offensive stance. Glorious Flash. Tornado Blade. Tornado Blade. Offensive stance.
Rising blade.
Rising Blade. Power dive. Rising Slash. Just
Level
to
up.
make me stronger.
Now, time to commence Operation Avoid the Dino.
I have dealt worse hands.
Oh right, I forgot about the frickin' Ictus. Gosh darn it.
Forget about me. Where this is just unload on him.
I was like, where's the site at again? We only got a couple seconds. Go, 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 go. Gosh darn it.
Go down without fight. Shoot that freak dead.
I would if I was still alive. Yeah, like I said before, it's like now that they got it at a fixed rate of getting the percentages in on that thing, it's like now you're waiting for a certain amount of seconds, whereas like you could just bypass some of that stuff if you button mash fast enough. As if the game knew you could cheese it. See if I had better luck going from the other direction. I know once I get a skill, this would be comparatively easier, but it's definitely possible. It just involves having the greatest stealth on the planet. Yeah, because from this angle you can actually see where it is. Don't turn around! You turd. You turd. Alright, then don't get too close to where the Ectus spawns in. Ta-da! Alright, that gets us to 24.5%. Alright, that one's on a floating island, so we won't be able to get there until very late endgame. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, unless you, like, there's some glitches out there that exist, at least a couple of the probes cannot be put down until after you get the flight module, which is very late into the campaign, but you can get the majority of them. Man, just that glow of the big Silverla bulb from here. Yeah, the floating island in question is way up there. And there's also a couple of random floating rocks near the summit of that mountain. Oh right, more crocodiles. I think there might have been something you can pick up over here that helps increase the percentage, so I'll go over that first. Yeah, that just drops you straight into the ocean. Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember some random ship being over here, and yeah, that's what... There it is right there. Yeah, when I say it's tucked away in here, it's like really tucked away in here. Bringing us up to 25.5%. Oh, great, and it's got visual too. Oh, right, I think I remember that now. Crap. Site 316, if you can get to it without getting spotted by a plethora of gators and other random crap. Oh, and you can't move the camera while you're doing that too, so you can't spot if someone's coming. Oh gosh. Bringing us up to about 27.5%. Yeah, I'll save the G8 for something that's got precious minerals. Exploring this area also has a purpose because we have to come over here for Chapter 7. This will help us fast track then once we get to that point. It's just floating up there, menacingly! Welcome on into Exploring Oblivia. And trying not to die at the hands of a level 55 tyrant. Yeah, everything else is relatively chill around here, just, yeah, not that thing. And you get some more of the... Oh gosh! Speaking of the things I was worried about, more Ictus. Screw off, you stupid Ictus.
So much for keeping everyone safe.
Kindly go screw off, please. Oh, I thought Gwen died. He's still alive. Holy crap. Okay, good. We finally outran it. FN Site 311. And King's Falls. Bringing us up to 28.5%. Alright, I'm pretty sure that involves jumping up someplace. I know we can't get that one right now. Sure, I'll show this one off right now. See why I'm laughing and chuckling nervously, because this involves going into a high-level enemy base, and it's like at the very bottom of the base is where this probe location is. It's always a fun challenge I try to do to get the darn thing. Alright, Operation Probe installation is a go!
Use melee attacks. Okay. Tornado blade.
And Murderous is dead.
Magnum. I won't miss this chance. Power dive. Rising blade. Tornado blade. Offensive stance. Put some power into this one. Tornado blade! Hurry! I'll try to push them back. Rising! Nailed! Break out his gun! Furious blast! Take care of Frog. Magnum edge! Burning slash! Rising blade! Rising blade! Now we can just topple them with gunfire. Leave it to me! Tornado blade! Tornado blade! Tornado blade! Tornado blade! Flame grenade! I need healing. Rising blade! Furious blast! Incendiary edge!
Haha! Sucking, you stupid puglet. Oh, I gotta deal with this man Earth now.
Burning slash! Move in and attack! Offensive stance! Rising flame! Put some power into this. Forget about me. I can still do this alone! Flame grenade! I'm not going to make it! Rising blade! Incendiary edge! I don't like where this is going. Burning sometimes you have to close in! Tornado blade!
That was gonna be like it's gonna be a standoff at the end of this. Now time to show you what I actually do, which is just run through these guys.
What? What have we got here? I'll put him down. Give me some cover fire.
Ah shoot, we summoned reinforcements, crap.
I won't miss this chance.
Well, I guess we're fighting multiple robots now. Yay.
But I need tornado blade. Tornado blade. Rising blade. Burning.
Somebody patch me up!
I'll try to push them back.
Is this...
Forget about me. Rising blade. Tornado blade. run with this.
Tornado blade!
Offensive stance. Don't give him a chance to rest.
I can take a
Tornado
little heat.
blade. We can just topple them with gunfire. Flame grenade.
Rising blade!
Tornado blade.
I'm flipping like an egg.
Going on the offensive. Rising blade. Lightning slash. Put some power into this one. Rising blade.
As they overdrive for the win. Onwards. Very stealthily. This is what I was worried about, were these level 50-something enemies, and this is where I recommend going on these cliffs. Because then you are way less likely to get spotted. And then it's at the bottom down there. So, whenever you're ready, just frickin' book it. Because everything in this area is level 50-something. Just, well, of course, once you get the landmark, you're in a better spot, but they still just book it, book it, book it. Haul ass. Wee plummet. Just when you think you're safe. No, you're not. And there's the probe site. Yeah, I remember my first playthrough, I thought it was actually in the base. Turns out it's directly underneath, so it's relatively easy to get. Thank goodness. FN Site 322. Teddy! Alright, we still gotta do at least something else to get it to 30%. Alright, then there's two more probe sites over here. So I'll go get those next. Teddy! Balance Rock VC. And Balance Rock. Alright, there's one of the probe locations, but this area is kind of a minefield, so be careful. South Coast. Yeah, when I said it's a minefield, I was not kidding. FN Site 317. I was gonna say, I'm just like, just give him like the stare down look. You're like, don't kill me and I won't touch you. Alright, and then I'll grab this one while I'm relatively in this neck of the woods. Because it's an isolated island that you pretty much have to swim to or take a scale over to do. Haha, screw off level 49 enemy. FN Site 319. Alright, that brings us to 31% even. Alright, that's got resources. Let's go ahead and put a mining probe, or a better mining probe down. Alright, unless someone has a... There's probably a glitch to do this, but essentially you need a scale to jump up there. Like, it's equally steep the entire way around. Unless they fixed it. Yeah, it looks like it's still the case. But yeah, it's got a land... or a, like one of those hidden locations up there, so... But yeah, you pretty much need a scale to get up there. Just too high of a jump for our poor Mimiosome legs. Yeah, so I'm gonna re-warp. So that we're not taking lightning damage. Now time to avoid getting killed by a bunch of dinos. Again! It's gonna be a common theme in this game. Jiri Promontory. FN Site 314. Bringing us up to 32.5%. Alright, with us being at least 30+%, let's go back to NLA.
Am I right?
Friend, no?
I got a call from the Pathfinder. Sounds like you saw my husband's work through. That's good. I can rest without regrets. And the shop's yours to use as promised. Many thanks, my good woman. We swear you will not regret your decision. Rest assured, this business ship has scum it. No, I think you mean its ship is... It's a metaphor, right? It means... forget it. Goof like you makes it very hard to stay depressed, you know? I may not get my wedding, but you giving me the motivation to give my man I loved a proper funeral. It gives me some closure, at least. Thank you, I guess what I'm trying to say. Good luck at the shop. Just wait until that one time he said his stuff about the ass caves. What? Nothing, carry on. My condolences. I was gonna say, yeah, meanwhile Elma and Lynn off in the background. And how does it look, Geogeon? Is our little device nearly complete? Leave it to the mad artist L, right? Your design was delightfully mad, though. Very exciting work. Haven't had this much fun twiddling cogs since I was a kid, maybe. Anyway, all we need are 5 pieces of slimy, epithelium, 5 pieces of strong iron, and 3 Zetas twigs, perhaps. Find those and I'm pretty sure we're good. You can't wait to see the resulting breakthrough, maybe you can hurry, you know? That was directed at you, friends of L. Not to sound pushy or anything, okay? Just with those materials, I can finally make L's super machine a reality. Say okay without a moment's hesitation, ask exactly what they're building. What we're making is kind of a surprise, you know? So if you could really hurry and bring the stuff, we'd appreciate it. Thanks. It'd be much easier if we worked together, you know what I'm saying? Alright, that brings Murderous up to level 1. So we got the other components. All we gotta get are these.
Whoa!
And this is another one of those I recommend you buy it with tickets kind of items. Yeah, we still have like 3,700 tickets, jeez.
Am I right?
Friend, no?
You did it! I'm pretty sure this is everything I need. Should be ready to go, I think. Hear that, El? It's finally time to put the final touches on your miracle machine, isn't it? We trust you to do just that, friend. Once complete, this device will be a revolution in revolutionary inventions. Be terribly useful to Blades, not to mention a first-rate crowd puller from our humble shop. Guess I'll do my best, okay? Let me go make the final touches now. Speed. It's finished, El. Hopefully it's alright? Ah, wonderful. We just finished lining up our tempting throng of tantalizing trinkets. Our shop is moments away from its grandiose opening. Moments, we tell you. And what do you think, friend? Will our store be the new talk of the tower? Ask El for details about the mystery device. Ask El what he's selling exactly. Ah, how rude of us. We failed to explain. This mother of all inventions opens additional augment slots in your weapons and armor, both with ground gear and skells as well. With one simple purchase, Blades can now elevate their equipment to new and lofty heights. But they say a picture's worth 1,000 worms, so as way of demonstration, we'll give you this attack assault rifle. Try giving it a new augment slot. I'm ready pretty much any time, you know. Let's open up some slots. Come one, come all! Add slots to gear for a sum of Moranium. As many as a wise human has said, you don't want to bring a thief to a gunfight. Turn good gears great at El's wondrous new shop. And then I just gotta wait for Moranium to get in our inventory, so we'll wrap that up once that happens.
Am I right?
Whoa!
But yeah, that shop is really useful, because, like, you can make augments, and then you can add, like, as many slots as it'll let you, and which in a lot of cases is, like, at least 2 or 3 per weapon.
Hey.
Which is insane. Let's go accept that quest down there.
Hey, listen!
I never should have started offering my repair services to human customers. Big mistake. They'll fix something up and they just wreck it again. No respect for their machines, right? No love. Did you also break something, perhaps? Sorry, but I'm full up at the moment, aren't I? Can't take any new jobs till I've worked through this backlog, you see? Explain to Sostanasa that you have nothing in need of repair. Ask if he hates humans. I don't have to ask you to go, okay? Gotta gather the materials I need here, don't I? It's a full-time job cleaning up after the messes you humans make, you know? I mean, you probably see machines as convenient things you use and throw away, yes? Agreed, that's pretty much how you look at it. Explain how you feel to it if there's more to it than that. Well, it's a tough mindset to understand for a man who grew up tinkering since he was old enough to hold a screwdriver, okay? Machines may not talk, but they've got a part of the soul of whoever built or maintains it inside them, don't they? Well, anyways, I gotta go stock up on materials to get these repairs done, don't I? I'm afraid I'm too busy to chat, so if you got no business, off you go, okay? The part is requested. Offer to gather the materials for him. Wait, you want to help me? Is there an ulterior motive here? It's pity, yes? I don't know what your angle is, but if you're offering, I'm agreeable, right? It's not easy, though, yes. Even repairing a kitchen appliance can make trekking outside the city. Are you sure you want to help gather materials? Really sure? You agree to assist the stubborn man-on mechanic with his work. Well, it's your call, but if you say you'll do it, I really need you to follow through, okay? These may look like busted machines to you, but to me, my patients are living creatures, you see. So please go find me some shiny new parts to patch this poor broken kitchen appliance up. And I'll keep my expectations low. So low. Alright, this is another one of those I recommend just using the tickets. Don't bother telling me. You couldn't find the strip plating or quality fuses, could you? Well, I wasn't really counting on it anyways. Now, if you please leave me to my work. There you go. What? You went outside the city, yes? Put your life at risk for this appliance? You're really not like all the other humans who abuse their machines, are you? Say machines should be handled with respect. Claim you're no different than any other human. Your eyes say you're telling the truth, don't they? But no, I don't believe it. Ever since I've been here, I've seen... So, Stanasa, have you finished the repairs on the 2 military vehicles I asked about? You mean the 2 vehicles the blades ruined, yes? Sorry, but I don't have the parts I need, so I haven't been able to work on them. The humans make do with their scant resources, right? I don't hear them making excuses. Keep dragging your feet and I'll test my new inventions out on you just like I did in the old days. I got a flamethrower in the works, you know? Whoa, no, please no! I can find the oil somewhere, but Earth-made windshield glass is near impossible. I'll do my best, okay? Offer to track down what he needs, keep silent and watch their exchange further. I've got this. You'd really do that? Why all the help? This is my job, isn't it? There's no reason for you to go this far. Tell Sostanasa it's only natural for one citizen to help another, say you kinda just feel like it. C-No-X! C-No-X! You're the first person in the city to say that. Starting to think I was too quick to judge your kind, perhaps. Maybe I was just cranky for being so overworked, yes? Stress and all that. Anyway, I appreciate it, okay? And while you're hunting down the parts, I'll fix this poor appliance. Yeah, the honey oil is definitely another thing I recommend getting with the tickets. Because that's also super rare, because it's hard enough just killing the darn things. The Saniculas, that is. But the windshield glass, that's from a car that shows up only for the specific side quest, so you actually do have to go get that. But it's pretty easy once you're out there.
I wonder if we have the parts. Didn't think I'd see you.
Fancy
here.
meeting you here, Temenos. As you can see, I was just having my gun serviced. Been working with her ever since we were back on Earth. She knows exactly what I want, and she always tunes it to perfection. How about you, Temenos? How do you keep your weapons maintained? Tell Arena you don't really perform maintenance, brag about your rigorous and amazing personalized maintenance routine. Then you're the sort of man people can count on. No wonder the Colonel took you under her wing. Armor's one thing. That just hurts you if you fail. But weapons protect the lives of friends and comrades. If you don't keep them in perfect condition, you might not be able to give it all your all when your team needs you. Have you heard of a man named Mondo, by the way? Claim to know all about Mondo, say you don't recognize the name. You guys must have met then. Give Mondo a gun you want serviced, and he'll do it better than any mechanic in NLA. Gwyn was so impressed he actually asked to be Mondo's apprentice. So lately, whenever Gwyn has a free moment, he disassembles his weapon and gets to work. Sure, it's great practice, but it's starting to get weird. Like, when he's done, he always spends a few moments stroking it with... Gwyn, you want to say something? And then I can't... Gwyn! Gwyn, you... We need to talk after this. And maybe the most revolting thing I've ever seen, he licks it. So next time you run into Gwyn, tell him not to be such a creep. I mean, he's right over there. This is my rifle. Gwyn, so, buddy, pal, chum, stop licking your rifle. That's an order. Yes, sir! Alright, then the windshield glass in question is over here. And done.
Hey, listen.
That's a relief, isn't
I repaired the appliance good as new and returned the little guy to the owner, didn't I? She was a blade, you see, badly injured. Couldn't cook a decent meal for herself without it. Good thing I got it to her early, no? Any luck with those materials yet? I need honey oil and windshield glass, remember? These things aren't easy to find, are they? Must have been lots and lots of trouble, right? Infirmary was pretty rough. Bo said it was easy. I believe it, but I still don't understand why you go through that just to help me. What's that? You feel responsible because I'm fixing things for Blade. Damn it. Fine, I concede defeat. The reason my brother's working as a mechanic for you humans, and the reason I decided to start a repair shop here for that matter, because we both knew our peoples could make it on this planet if we worked together, you know? I got so busy I lost sight of that, didn't I? So simple, but I still forgot. I'm not about to get all gushy with thank yous. It's not the kind of man-on I am. So just shut up and take this, okay? Task by task, you've earned Sostanata's trust. Seems the Blades have benefited greatly from his services. You're a Blade, yes? Well, you can bring all the stuff you break here anytime you want. I'll fix it till I drop. Just promise use it to keep us all safe, alright? Teamwork and all that? Nod enthusiastically, explain to him that you didn't do this out of guilt. We're in this together, right? You won't ever hear me whining like I'm the victim ever again, okay? So good luck out there, yes? Hold down the fort around here. Quest complete, and that brings Gwyn up to Affinity Level 3. Alright, let's put HB back in. Alright, then we got another quest over here.
Here's the deal.
I went to the Sunshine Cafe for an espresso, but they couldn't make me one. Guess the machine's broken. Anyway, pretty much ruined my whole day.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Who are you? Another one of their assassins? After what happened to the last guy they sent, I'm impressed you have the beep 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 to try me. Explain you're not an assassin, ask what that strange word was. I'm not here to give lessons to people trying to kill me. I'll fry you to a crisp, same as your friend from before. You're not attacking. Why aren't you attacking me? You're a Blade? Yeah, I've heard of them. Now that I get a better look at you, you do look rather beep beep beep. Interesting. Yes, and since Viven's practically useless, maybe this person can help get the beep beep beep. Right then, you kid, pay attention. My name is Professor If you're looking for work, I'm a truly amazing offer for you. Ask the professor what a means. Ask the professor what a beep 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 is. Your people don't say that? How to put it? In plain English, I'd say something like, let's just say eager to help. This language barrier is getting to be a real hassle. Half the words from your planet I come aren't even pronounceable in your language. I can't even properly introduce myself around here. Well, there's really nothing for it, I guess. Just Professor B will do for now. So, about this job I have for you. I need a few things for my current research, and I'd appreciate if you could secure them. Should be simple enough for you, Especially if I pay you for the trouble? Inquire as to what Professor B wants, ask him what he's researching. Straight to the point, eh? Professionalism. I like it. First, I'd like you to head to the Waterway Tangle and collect some Tiaki sap. Oh, and this project is highly time-sensitive, so please do make it fast, alright, kid? Mystery Man. Obtain the materials requested by Professor B so that he can finish building his mysterious machine. Will? Great, I knew you had a touch of beep about you. I've been short-handed lately with my assistant Beeb and wasting his time repairing that silly spaceship. Anyway, thanks. We're both wanderers through space stranded on this rock. Gotta help one another out, eh? Time to go get some sap. He's just a... Poor Tatsu. He's gonna puke at this raid.
That's a big problem.
Waterway Tangle.
They're not really planning to fight.
First time to swat some bugs.
Use melee attacks.
Take
Tornado blade. Tornado blade. Move.
weaken the lay on the horse.
It's sure to work now.
Furious blast!
Tornado blade. Rising blade. Tornado blade.
Shoot down while they're repairing. I'll staple them down.
Let's do this. On me. Grant them no quarter. Burning slash. Tornado blade. Tornado blade.
Furious wild down.
It's sure to work now.
Furious blast!
Step in and drive them back. Flame grenade.
And done.
Well then, that's
Victory.
Now how about I ask you a few questions and you give me specific, concise answers? Run your mouth and try to lie, and we'll have to try again in a setting you find a lot less comfortable. You're smart, you don't want any needless trouble. Best for everyone involved if you just cooperate. So question 1. What did Professor B want from you? Reveal the job Professor B gave you, ask just who Gad is. Who the heck are you asking me stupid questions? I thought you were smart. Maybe I'm wrong. So I am more important than your own life? Alright, fine by me. I'll just invite you to a VIP room where no one can ever get in to help you. You'll have all the time in the world to see how you do my job. Give you the GAD special. You'll never see home again, pal. I was gonna say evil EGAD. The E stands for evil. But yeah, if you talk back at all, he's just like, I'm just gonna fight you now. He's like, well, fine then, you turd.
Put some power into this one. Tornado blade.
Taste my tornado blade, you piece of crap.
Tornado blade.
I don't even need overdrive to kick your butt.
everyone's safe.
And they're down. Get wrecked.
That's right.
And now it's a wharfable location.
Good.
Ah, you're back. Got the sap for me? Great, now all I need is a body frame and I get this beep up and running. Somebody named Gad attacked you while you're out looking for this. That's probably my fault. He's been after my tech for a while now. He must have realized he was no match for me directly and decided to pump you for information instead. Ask Professor B about his tech, express concerns for Professor B's safety. You think anyone from this time period could take me? Still, it's nice of you. Thanks, kid. I guess after the trouble I caused, I could make a special exception and tell you who I am. Try to hang onto your socks. I came from the distant terminus of time and space. I'm from the future! I might be what you humans look like in a few 100 million years down the line. Believe Professor B's claim that he came from the future, laugh off his impossible claim as a joke. Truly amazing. Accept my story just like that? You humans certainly adapt to new situations quickly. When I first told Viven, that little pill of the gall to start laughing in my face. But okay, great. This makes it quick, I guess. Thing is, I need to get back to my own time. And to do that, I need you to find me a car to serve as the beep 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 frame. Ask exactly what a beep 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 is. Ask how Professor B hopes to return to his own time. Oh, that's right. Beep 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 doesn't get across in English. How else to describe it? Well, it's a device that overcomes the absolute wall of temporal causality. In layman's terms, it's a time machine. I got word that a fellow named Graham's selling cars at a discount. Here's some cash, kid. Try to talk him into selling you the best vehicle for the money. Good luck. While you're off doing that, I'll grab the other part I need for the experiment. Shopping trip! With secondhand goods at ridiculous prices you're after, Graham's your man. If he deals the retail guys wouldn't dream of. Professor B sent you. Ah, nice, he's one of my best customers. Car-wise, I got a few options lined up for you. On the left, you got the blue standard model. Middle one's a junker. Then we got my red beauty. What's your pleasure? Whichever you like, I'll knock a chunk off the price for you. Makes sense. It's the perfect compromise. I can let this baby go for 10,000 credits. Sound good? Thanks much. Delivered to Professor B's place for you free of charge. Come on, Viven, you gotta become a cornerstone for the next dazzling chapter of science. You Manhunter disciples of science, aren't you? Now stop your whining and get in the damn car. Sorry, Professor B, but I think this thing is more of a tombstone than a cornerstone, you know, and I'm probably too young to die. Damn, I finally got a test rig working and you're gonna pull this crap on me? Inquire as to what is going on here. Ask him who this man-on is. What the heck's going on? Absolutely nothing. That's the problem. I brought my assistant Viven here to play guinea pig for me, but he's gone chicken. I gave him the honor of riding in my Mirror-mobile time machine, and he repays me for this silly tantrum. And after he went to the trouble of furnishing this perfectly serviceable car. No more excuses, Viven. You're trying to pull all this poor man's hard work to waste. I don't want to do that, but time travel seems pretty dangerous, doesn't it? I'm as intrigued about science as anyone, but I've only got one life to give, you know? What, you don't trust me? You're so confident, maybe you should be the one to take it for a ride, Professor. You're weirdly insistent I be the one who tested, you know? Well, of course. If I got sucked into a stray beep, I'd be torn to shreds instant... Leave it to me! It's fine, I didn't say anything. I think it's probably the opposite of fine. Either way, I'm not getting into that vehicle. And it appears we're at an impasse here. Hey kid, help me talk some sense into this fool. Appeal to Viven's emotions to fire him up. Use logic to appeal to Viven's intellect. I suppose he seemed like a smart person. Different than my scientific mind, maybe, but still. I hear what you're saying, but none of it proves I'll be alright if I get in the time machine, but if that makes sense. What's that? Even if this test fails, Professor B will eventually succeed? And then he just needs to jump back to the moment before the test? And the way the machine from that successful trial will replace this initial failed prototype? Meaning I won't actually die in the canonical timeline? I feel like there's some circular reasoning in there somewhere, but I think I'm warming up to the idea. Alright, Professor, I'll ride in your time machine. I hope I don't regret this. You'll do it, I expect nothing less from my intrepid man-on assistant. Nice work with the smooth talk there, sir. Alright, now that we have a test subject, let's get this party started. Hurry up and get in the Mirror-mobile, Veben. I'm ready for you to send me to whatever dark corner of history you want, okay? Roger that, the BB Beep is online. Setting destination for 3,000 years in the future. Veben, are you ready to slip the bounds of time and take flight into the bright and distant tomorrow? Absolutely, I think. Yes? Here I go! Now my precious Mirror-mobile, smash through the walls of the fourth dimension and rewrite the laws of the universe. Talk to Professor B at his research laboratory in the Industrial District. What in the name of Sir Isaac H. Newton? The sucker hasn't moved an inch. Oh, damn it! I've been alive more than 1,000 years, but this is a first. What could have gone wrong? Wait a minute, what are you all doing here 3,000 years in the future? Could you perhaps follow me in another of the Professor's time machines? Thank you for coming, Professor. Are you folks ready to go explore the future? Play along and invite Veben out to see the amazing world of tomorrow. Set him straight. What's that? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. My ears are still ringing from traveling in time, you understand. It's pretty amazing, don't you think? Being Mira's first time traveler. Oh, will you stop talking already? Clearly trusting you to pilot my machine was the biggest mistake ever. The numbers were there, and hit the threshold. That wasn't enough, and attempting counter-blank navigation may be the only option left to us. In theory, that should allow for blank even in a special temporal axis. This is surely it. Sorry to bother you again, kid, but could you bring me some of that topaz wine dropped by primordial creatures called Tectinsulas? Give me that and I'll drive my machine through time. Swear it on every speck of science in my brain. Well, did you get the topaz wine, kid? The last thing I need is soup up my magnificent Mirror-mobile. Excellent work. I'll install it right now. Woohoo! There, done. Behold the Counter Beep Beep Navigation Edition of my beautiful machine. My ultimate creation capable of overriding every casual factor in Mirran space-time. Asuka's piloting it, this time expressed concern that this will be another failed trial. Most astute question. Certainly can't trust that shrimp to do it. This time, I'll drive to the future myself. The perfect pilot for the perfect machine. There's not a sliver of chance of failure. This is goodbye for now, but don't worry, kid. I may literally be back before you know it. See Professor off to the future with a broad smile. Tell him how much you'll miss him. I appreciate that, kid. Emotional goodbyes make me itch. Now then, it's time for the trial run. Heading destination time past the far side of the future to the time axis I once inhabited. You, Viva, and the others in this time have been a great help. I could have done without the ones that attacked us. Thanks for everything, Temenos. Give Viva my regards. Take care, and farewell. Even if this is goodbye forever, no, I'll never forget you. That's right! Tear through that beep-beep with beep-beep, girl! We're off to the future! Professor B finished his time machine and returned to his own era. Where did Professor B go? He asked me to buy those parts he was running low on. Why? He went home to the future? Just like that? He did everything together all this time and now he just takes off? Assume Professor B's intentions, tell Bevan that Professor B said he was grateful. He thanked me? Wish he'd say it to my face. Not for you? Was he planning to leave without saying a word? That man was a real headache, you know. I'll just have to get to work on building a new and improved Mirrormobile Mark II, I suppose. I'll ride to the future and scare the pants off Professor B. That'd be pretty funny, right? I guess I'll have a lot of studying ahead of me. Just you wait, Professor. Off he goes. Quest complete, and HP's at Affinity 3.
That's right.
Talk about cute.
Need something? Well, too bad, because none of these are operational right now. Some of the new blades did a real number on them, and now I get to pick up the pieces. These kids got no love, I tell you. Think it's some video game where they can wreck their ride and have it fixed tomorrow. We're not frickin' wizards here, you know? Take materials to patch up the skull, not to mention labor and technical know-how. You're a blade too, right? Figured cleaning up your coworkers' mess is a part of your job. Any interest in helping me out? Nothing too tricky, I promise. I just need 40 pieces of Arcanian ore wood. You get them, I can have these repairs done quick. Maybe not overnight, but I'll do what I can. Offer to gather it, tell them that blades have to be responsible for themselves. That's what I'd like to hear. You're a credit to the blades. You'll go far. Much appreciated. Once you got them, bring it by. As far as a reward, let's see. May I interject, perhaps? Do you have to, again, Eva? You mentioned scale repairs, didn't you? You're taking about the plating refit for one you brought in yesterday, right? Yeah, and the 40 pieces is inefficient, isn't it? One Noka Mirror Stone is all you need. Things like this is why you humans keep falling behind as technology advances, no? Watch your mouth, Pipsqueak. You bring it to the Manon ship, I'll refine it into all the materials required for the repairs, okay? Then you can witness the working of a true scientist, can't you? You're on. I can't wait to see you turn out one Noka Mirror Stone into an entire day's worth of materials. Gather the materials required to repair the Skelv. Following his advice may help see things proceed more efficiently. Alright, now we got the Mirror Stone already, so off to the ship.
Cool. Pardon?
Ah, yes, hello, welcome. Did you bring the Noka Mirror Stone, perhaps? Not very high quality, is it? Oh, I suppose it's good enough to use on an Earth-made scale, maybe. Would you wait a moment? I'll refine repair materials the likes of which you've only dreamed possible, okay? Done. Hope this serves our purpose? You were surprised the refinement process was so quick, yes? Surprised by the total superiority of Manon tech. Of course you are. Science is as finest as the universe, isn't it? Not only will these refined materials repair your skill, they'll also begin to bring its lacking defenses up to a reasonable standard. So go on, take him to the human waiting for them at the test hangar, alright?
I've been waiting.
I've been waiting. Ah, you're back. And here he comes. Hello, I suspect the materials are too much for human hands to manage, right? So I came by. I just bet, So where are the materials you man on refine? Ah, these then, let's just see how... Wait, this is... But that... Hold on here. That's how it works. Damn, man, that's actually pretty clever. Sorry, kinda nerded out for a minute. Still, these materials are impressive. They've been refined using a process we never even thought about. I can see how this would be a cinch to work with, and the results should be even better than ever. Amazing stuff. Guess you man on win this round. Yes, obviously, perhaps you won't be so quick to doubt us in the future, okay? Manon Tech is the finest in the universe, you know. So will you share this refinement process with us? This tech would mean a drastic uptick in our efficiency. No, I'm sorry, but that's not probably possible. Why not? Because teaching such is such a pain in the... Because that's proprietary Manon science. Yes, that's it. I can't go giving it away now, can I? So sorry, but my decision is final, okay? That little fink. Here I swallowed my pride and admitted defeat, and that's how he responds? Hey, you blades your old hat at negotiating with other races, right? Think you could try persuading him to share the tech with us? Not for free, of course. I intend to pay them a fair price for that info. You've already come this far, so why not see through to the end, yeah? Alright, then he went back to the ship.
Cool.
My, more business with me, yes? Unfortunately, I've none with you, okay? Bye now, yes? A new deal, I take it by your choice of words you're offering some info or object of value in return then. Offer to share Earth technology, offer to pay him in credits, offer specialty products from Earth. I'm interested in your specialty products, yes? Very interested. And what's that thing you'll be offering? Promise him luxury furnishing fit for royalty, show your prized collection of mint-condition figurines, offer him the first food that pops in your head. Food? I'll concede that in cuisine alone, Earth culture shows remarkable promise, doesn't it? But I see little reason to trade it when I only need to walk into town to eat it, right? However, if you insist, I'm willing to try a local delicacy of New LA. Get him a hamburger, a hot dog, and a frozen pizza. Shopping trip!
Hey, listen.
Move out!
Welcome to Army Pizza! Unfortunately, I ran out of dough for the day, so all I got left are frozen pies. Only 1,000 credits and just as good as fresh. That's the Army Pizza guaranteed. Frozen or no, I put love into all my pies. Guarantee the taste will blow you away.
Listen. Welcome.
Hey there, welcome to the Sunshine Cafe. What's that? You need an iconic New LA food? Well, you come to the right place, because there's nothing more iconic than our famous Sunny Dog. It's a spicy hot dog with the works, guaranteed to stay molten lava hot from the first bite to the last. And talk about a bargain! The bad boy's only 600 credits. Order up! Yeah, don't worry, this baby will rock the pants off your Xeno buddy. Assuming he wears pants. Oh, and it's super hot, so be careful carrying it. My hand!
Hey, listen.
Alright, so now we got Moranium, so once we're done with this quest, we can go finish out L's quest.
Huh?
Looking for a new LA delicacy, eh? Then you have to try my house special. The Calorie Bomber, a juicy hamburger with all the trimmings, and it's just 700 credits. 1 Calorie Bomber, piping hot from the grill. Sure to knock the socks off your man-on friend.
Cool. Ah, very good.
Have you brought your American delicacy? Then maybe hand it to me your personal recommendation so I might sample it? A hot and spicy hot dog from the Sunshine Cafe. Pauline's special triple-decker hamburger, perfect for the very hungry or the very brave. Pizza, the favorite food of the man-on. But it's still frozen, so it's cold and crunchy. What's this? Ah, so this is pizza. Its chilled surface glistens with frosty flavor, does it not? Into my mouth with you! This is amazing, isn't it? I think my mouth might be alive for the first time. The gritty texture, the crunchy cheese, the unyielding pepperoni, yes! What's that? You meant to heat it up first? It doesn't matter. No, nothing matters except pizza, culinary crown jewel of all the cosmos. Even the Destroyer King, whose wrath rent planets in twain, would bow before the sheer force of deliciousness, would he not? I give thanks to that I was born. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Father. Trade? Yes, what? Oh yeah, our material refinement technique. Next to this pizza, offering that old thing seems tantamount to insult, doesn't it? Though, note that it will not stop me from doing so. You have a deal, friend. If you'll accept it, of course. A little silly technological tidbit for a taste to quell a Destroyer King. Seems a little unfair, doesn't it? You're certain, right? That I have no objection. But teaching you the refinement method seems inefficient, you know? Why don't I simply perform it for you as a service from now on? You'll still receive the results, so I assume you'll have no further qualms? Accept as terms, object. Your understanding is most appreciated, you know. From this point on, we man-on promise to regular deliveries of the materials you seek. This is agreeable, yes? Lovely. It's been a most successful negotiation, hasn't it? How fortunate are we to witness both our cultures take a grand step forward this day, right? I look forward greatly to what else our partnership may yield. You are to receive a regular supply of high-quality man-on materials from the pizza-loving Agnaniba. The power of pizza! Murderous gets to affinity level 2.
Am I right?
Friend, no?
Alright, so they give you a rifle for free, but then you can put the slot on whatever you want. Alright, let's put it on a random item then. Okay, that's how you do it, I see. Slightly different than it was in the Wii U version. Thus, new slots for augments are born and otherwise unremarkable equipment, all thanks to our handy new invention. It's certain to become a necessity for all self-respecting blades. And when they come by to avail themselves of this service, they'll be unable to pass up the rest of our fantastical collection. Tell Elle it sounds like a solid plan. Point out that you don't like his fantastical collection will sell. Most excellent, you have our thanks. We're terribly eager to share these peerless works with all the citizens of New LA. Well, I think your shop will be a huge success, Elle. So I can stay on to help? You'll need someone to maintain your super machine after all, won't you? We would be delighted, as they say on Earth, only the very finest party in a storm. We're officially open for business, and it was you who made the grand opening possible. I hope you'll accept this as thanks, and also be sure to frequent the shop. After all, a friend who spends is a friend in need. You're able to set up Belle's shop with the help of the Manon. You're now able to add augment slots to your weapons and armor. Quest complete. Alright, see, then there's one by the water purification plant.
Listen. Hey.
Hey there, can I ask your help with something? It's wonderful to have begun living with the Manon, truly it is. But as you probably know, any sudden surge in population brings with it certain problems. Start ranting about how the Manon are so annoying and wishy-washy. Ask if she's talking about a food shortage. That will likely be a problem at some point, but it's rather outside my area of expertise. I speak of something we need just as much as food, perhaps even more. Water. New LA's looking at a huge shortage of clean, potable water. We're trying to build a purification plant on a lake outside the city, but indigents are preventing us from transporting materials to the site. Might I convince you to secure the route for us? Once we can ship in the necessary materials, the project shouldn't take long at all. Off we go!
Use melee attacks. Let's do this. Slash! Tornado blade! Tornado blade!
Pardon you. Now to show the rest of you some attention.
It's sure to work now. Life impact. Mind storm.
Let's hear.
On me! Corner! Offensive stance! Victory is ours!
I guess
And they're
I'm
dead.
the race team.
Well, most of them anyways.
I'm going in.
Let us fight this hand that threatens us.
Ready?
What say we begin the demonstration?
Now get in!
Backslash!
Tornado blade!
Right now, my dreams are good things.
Tornado blade!
Tornado blade!
Tornado blade! Tornado blade! Tornado blade! Tornado blade!
Now we
And Robbie's
move
just
along.
like, what have I done?
Nothing to see here.
That brought this quote into the world.
What's up?
You the one Ajo helped? Thanks for coming. Looks like you got the route pretty much cleared out, which is great news. Before we can rest easy, we got another pair of problems to solve. First, another safety issue, believe it or not. The road to New LA is clear, but the site itself is still crawling with uglies. We need to take care of them before it's safe to build. The other's a supply problem. We lost a shipment of building materials in an attack a while back, and we need to replace them toot sweet. If you could take care of one of those two, it'd be a huge help. Free to handle the engines or secure the items. Fair enough. Happy to leave the rough stuff to a pro like you. So thanks again, Mr. Blade. Go scrounge out these materials in the meantime.
Ready?
Let us bite this hand that threatens us.
Offensive stance! Don't give them a chance to left!
Offensive stance!
Burning slash! Tornado blade!
Backslash!
Rising blade! Burning slash!
Rising blade! We can just topple them with gunfire!
Boing it is! Right in the kisser!
Rising
Now, cripple them!
It's sure to work now!
Rising blade! Get the next one's face!
Flame grenade! Watch me go!
Seventh edge!
Time storm! Missile volley!
Tornado blade!
Storm!
Offensive stance! Don't give them a chance to left! Tornado blade!
Defense is the best offense! Bullet twist! Crash talk!
Backslash!
Rising blade!
Getting close! Put a sock on them!
Burning slash!
Somebody patch me up!
I'll try to push them back!
I'm off balance.
Tornado blade!
Backslash!
Tornado blade! Let's do this! Step in and drive them back!
Is this...
Tornado blade! Now get in there! Burning slash!
We'll put a sock on them!
Burning slash!
Iron is risen!
Fiendish!
Victory!
Thanks.
Hey, you're back! Not a scratch on you. Now we can work without getting eaten, which always makes everyone feel better. Me and the team really appreciate it. Oh, and could you get this to Aja? It's water from the site. She's done a million tests on the stuff already, but apparently there's some new thing she wants to check. I keep telling her you can make some killer booze from this stuff, but does she listen? No! Guess I'll have to keep toasting with water for now. Cheers, eh? Thanks again.
Listen.
I heard the reports. Excellent work. Really appreciate everything you've done. You cleared out the construction area as well, right? Well, I'd love to throw in a bonus your way. Perhaps we can just call that part community service? Sorry, but you know how budgets are. So this is water from the site, eh? Again with these shoddy containers. I keep telling them the samples need to be airtight. Sure, it's probably fine, but water is a critical resource, you know? The foundation of life and civilizations. It's why the Roman aqueducts were used for almost 2,000 years. Well then, cheers to our new civilization. It's okay if I pay you in water, right? Kidding, just kidding. Set the transfer up for you. It's now safe for work to continue and there was no issues during the tests, but Aja still seems worried. Quest complete. Might as well view these heart-to-hearts while we're here. There's Gwen's got one over here.
By the way,
During lunch, I saw the murderers talking to a suspicious-looking guy at the house across from Deliverance Park. Then I walked away because I didn't want to end up in a ditch.
Just between us.
A patrol helicopter crashed near Errant Bridge on Talon Rock to the north of New LA. But it sounds like Blade doesn't have the manpower to recover the wreckage.
Leon.
Evening, Temenos. It's fair to see you here this late at night. Ask Gwyn if he and Matthias are enjoying the nightlife. Thank Gwyn and Matthias for patrolling so late. Tell them to stay out of trouble. Oh, it's nice of you to say, but we actually aren't on duty right now. We just like to get together and talk when we both have a night off. Actually, we were just reminiscing about our childhood dreams. Matthias wanted to be a race car driver. Still does, in fact. He's even looking to buy a sports car so he can speed across New LA. I told him if he quit the Mediators and joined one of the divisions that leads the city, he could go four-wheeling around the plains. But he said he's not the rally car type. It's gotta be sports car or nothing. So what did you want to be when you were a kid, Temenos? Ask Gwyn about his childhood dream instead. Tell him it's too embarrassing to share. Dude, you do not want to know what just happened in my last set of adventures. Crick, I miss you! Who's Crick? Nothing. Me? To be honest, I couldn't see anything beyond here and now when I was a kid. I had all sorts of hobbies and stuff, but never really any strong desire to, you know, be anything. But when I met Leon, that's Lieutenant Arena's brother, he inspired me to start making goals for the future. Don't know I'd call him any of my dreams, though. You completed Dream Weavers. Alright, then HB should be ready to view.
by the way,
Let's see what you're capable
Ah,
of.
Temenos, impeccable timing. Apart from it being just raining, like so much rain, but then again I'm also out here, so can't really say I'm one to talk here. Would you be so kind as to drag me out of here? Drag him away, flatly refuse his request. Your quick thinking never ceases to impress. Once again, I find myself being overzealously courted by a number of eager ladies. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but I'm most certainly not. Had I been satisfied living the life of your everyday Joe Pathfinder, I suppose I could have avoided this. But alas, this is the price one must pay to be the elitist of the elite. But I'm sure I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. As a fellow elite, you must struggle with this sort of thing yourself, yes? I imagine the good ladies of New LA must hound you relentlessly and without pause. It meant your popularity with the opposite sex say that doesn't really happen to you. I figured as much, you sly dog. Throne's like, shut up, Throne. And as such, you're the rare soul who can emphasize in my pain. Yes, I fear this is no time for a leisurely discussion. You must drag me out of here at once. Please feel free to use as much force as you're comfortable with. Then it will be you whom the ladies blame for my abrupt departure, not I. In this way, we can spare them a little bit of heartbreak, which is but the classy thing to do. I'll see I make it up to you later. You completed a troubled man. The fact that he can just join your party immediately afterwards is so funny.
Oh, hey! Keep it down.
Did the backwater peasants who raised you neglect to teach you basic manners? It's considered impolite to interrupt at tea time. You seem somewhat dubious that I'm actually enjoying tea at the moment. Well, I assure you, this is a fine cup of Ceylon tea, or as fine as any knockoff manufactured here in New LA at least. Ask to join her for tea, ask about the man she's with. Let's say he's a business partner of mine. We're in the middle of an important conversation that really can't be interrupted. Bye now. Ask the murderers what they're discussing, ask if this is another one of her evil schemes, ask if you can get on the action. I'm afraid that's a secret. And I assure you, no one's being cheated and no one's in danger. I'm just buying a dream, you could say. But I'm afraid I can't say anything more than that. We'll speak in the administrative district once there's an actual Blade mission to discuss. Until then, goodbye. You completed T for 2. Alright, then I'll swap Fry out for Bose. Alright, got Murderer's the second one, and L's first one.
Fancy of you to meet us
Our
here.
dear friend Temenos, you've come in a most fortuitous moment. This good Madon fellow intends to buy one of our many fine creations. However, he wishes to pay us not in credits, but in pizza. We've stressed repeatedly we rarely eat pizza, but he remains quite adamant. We're reminded of your human aphorism that a nod's as good as a drink with a blind horse. How true. The matter's not how good this frozen pizza is. A barter economy's not a viable model. Say that L could sell the pizza to other Madon, express admiration at L's business acumen. Well, as they say, when in Rome, get to roaming. Mr. Nagi was kind enough to suggest a book of economics he believed would help us with our fledgling business. He mentioned that it had been written by the founder of Sakuraba Industries. We found it to be tremendously interesting, both for learning Earth history and traditions as well as economics. And now that we think back, the book stressed that one must always prioritize long-term gains over short-term profits. I suppose that would include being willing to accept pizza as a means of payment. So perhaps we could find a way to increase the value of the pizza and then resell it at an appropriate markup. This could be the beginning of a beautiful new business model. We need to begin developing new products at once, lest we wander this opportunity. We will continue our conversation another day. You completed business acumen.
Careful.
I don't get it.
Oh, there's a street fight going on.
Good taste.
Doing a
like
little
it.
sightseeing, are we? Ask the murderess if she's instigating fights again. Ask if to help you break up the fight. Your accusation wounds me, sir. I don't start every fight in New LA, you know. I assure you I'm merely a bystander. Agree the murderess may not be responsible. Insist the combatants should resolve their problems with words and fists. Say this is too much of a coincidence to believe. You truly are a suspicious person, aren't you? Or am I really that untrustworthy? Actually, I suppose I am. I'm sure a man as observant as yourself has already realized, but I wager more than a few credits on this fight. I'm hopeful that Igor will be able to best Daniel. I'll grant you that it's hardly the Roman Colosseum, but a city with as little to offer as New LA needs these sorts of amusements. Anyway, it looks like the fight ended while we were talking. You pulled it off, Igor. That's 4,000 credits in my pocket. Well, I'm going home while I'm still ahead. See you back in the administrative district. You completed Fight Scrubs. That brings Bose up to Affinity 1. And the Murderess up to 3.
she's
Ah, Temenos, what wonderful timing. I was just trying to teach these baby blades the mindset they'll need to survive in the field. They don't seem to truly grasp what I'm saying. They may not have enough real-world experience. Perhaps you, the victor of countless battles, could teach them the key to your survival in a way they might more easily understand? Explain the first punch thrown decides the fight. Explain that discretion's the better part of valor. So you're saying they should consider every option carefully to make the choice that best ensures their survival? So that's the secret to your longevity. Not savagery, but resourcefulness. Not haste, but thoughtfulness. I must admit that your cool and collected approach to battle is somewhat alien to me. But no one wants to see these disciples return to with their lives more than I. I hope your words ring out in their hearts as they set foot on their first battlefield. I can tell you had a gift for educating and inspiring others, and I see how right my intuition was. What say you, Temenos? Will you help me forge these lumps of soft metal into tempered steel blades? For while I'm honored to have been asked to serve as their guide, my hairier duties suffer in the meantime. I could use a second front of wisdom to aid me. I was hesitating about this job, but I would ask you to please consider my proposal. Think of the exceptional blades you could help them become. Shout a Zen Buddhist Katsu to reboot Bose. Accept this request with a solemn nod of the head. I'm pleased to hear it. In that case, I must ask you to begin an intensive study of the sacred sutras as my instructions based on the Buddha's wisdom. If you believe all that the Buddha has to teach the Noble Eightfourth Path, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Many of his teachings are relevant to a warrior's life on the battlefield. I should begin preparing crates of the most essential texts and have them shipped to your room immediately. Read and memorize them before starting the next. I look forward to lengthy discussions of the Tripitaka during your study breaks. You completed Preacher Man. Temenos is like, I'm a cleric of the Sacred Flame. I'm pretty sure that's sacrilege. Alfric, I'm sorry. May the Sacred Flame guide you, or something like that. Alright, that looks like all the available heart-to-hearts for now. Because I know some don't become available until after you've done certain chapters or you've completed a given character's certain affinity mission, because it spoils what happens if you see their heart-to-heart later. Alright, so there's one quest left in the city, and then I know there were some others outside of NLA, so let's see, there's two in Noctilum. I think there might have been one in Sylvalum at nighttime. There's one that opened up in Caldros. Then Oblivious caught up. Yeah, I'll do that one first.
heard?
Oh, you're talking to me, yes? Does that mean you'll listen to me? Because I've got something to say, alright? Oh, come on, don't go dragging randoms into this. Hey, buddy, don't listen to her. You're better off just walking away. You're the man on out, walk away is recommended. Oh, that's great, isn't it? Because every time strangers meet, there's a chance it might be fate, right? We're all in this Kismet, after all. Matt, what's a kiss? Kismet? Whatever. Earth culture has many strange concepts, doesn't it? But it's clear you're kind for listening, so let me get to it. The proprietor here will let me in her store, even though I'm a paying customer, you see? All I want to do is purchase some Earth-style clothes. Look, I don't want to be rude, but you forced me to put this as bluntly as I can. I've always had this thing about reptiles, okay? They totally creep me out big time. And I just can't handle mana in my shop. I'm sorry, it's not personal, it's just my deal. No offense. That's a very sad reason. This reptile tribe of yours must be very terrible people, no? Please don't lump me in with your mean tribe, okay? In fact, if you look closely, you'll see I'm actually quite cute, or adorable even. Look, okay? Stop, get away from me! It's not just how you look, it's about biology, germs and stuff. You could be packing all sorts of disgusting diseases we never saw on Earth, no offense. I don't think this is getting anywhere, is it? I have it. I'll stand right here in front of your shop, day and night for the next few days, or weeks, or months. That way you can see I have no diseases which need cause you concern. Also give you ample time to grow accustomed to my cute face, won't it? A good solution, yes? Yes, very good. Absolutely not. No way, not happening, not over my cold, stinking, swollen... Again, no offense. You see what I mean? She's completely unreasonable. Can you please help me explain to her I just can't do what she's asking? I can't be the only one dealing with this kind of thing, so maybe we'd get a legal ruling. If I could show her a formal decision from the government, she might actually listen. I would like that as well, yes? If your government grants man on the right to shop, I'll be able to pick up cute clothing wherever I like. I also hope you'll look into this, alright? Ask the provisional government for a solution of the recent tensions that have flared up between the Man-On and the human citizens of New LA. I'll be here with my face squished up against the store window until you return. This is a common practice, isn't it? Please ask the government to hurry with their decision. It'll be a nervous wreck until she clears out. Slap. How dare you! How dare you deny this poor, cute man on the right to shop for adorable clothing? You monster. Yeah, I was gonna say.
How goes?
Hey, how's business? Not great if they look in your face says anything. Trouble with the Man-On in stores, Yeah, it's no surprise. I get new complaints every day. Complaints about being denied service, or strange health concerns, or, well, you name it. Folks are always afraid of stuff that's new. So indecents like this are to be expected, I guess. We put everyone who enters the city through a thorough medical scan. Man-On, no-pawn, everyone. The fact that we let them in tells you we never found any pathogens on them. You require regular checkups, too. Epidemiologically speaking, Man-On are completely safe to humans. I understand people's concerns, but we have to get used to xenoforms in our city if we hope to survive. I don't need to tell you that half our military-industrial complex runs on Man-On tech, or that they're the star of our economy. So go back and tell that store owner she's nuts if she thinks the government will take her side. Most people have already come around to this way of thinking, so she can either give with the times or get left behind.
Hey.
Level 3.
Heard?
Oh, hey! Careful. That's all that.
Oh hi, so did you get a ruling? What? So just because society's decided or whatever, my personal trauma doesn't matter? That's insane, and I'm not about to quietly suffer just because it's politically expedient for them. It'd be one thing if I actually thought most people wanted to be friends with Man-On, but they don't. So I don't see why I should have to play along. Go on, ask around. Everyone will tell you what a stinking, greedy, shifty, no-good lot they are. Double slap. I'm gonna slap you harder than Bose, which is saying a lot.
Have you heard?
At night, I often see Hope waiting for someone outside of a building in the commercial district. Helping out yet another poor soul in need, most likely.
Hey.
There's a continent called Oblivia to the far east of New LA. It's a rough and savage land with very little water. The Manon seem to have established a new company called Candid Incredible that sells equipment to humans. Friendly Xenos like that are always welcome in New LA.
What do you think?
Giant Bellini has been sighted over the seas south of La Mancha on Primordia. The Harriers are all in an uproar about it.
Oh, yeah? Hey,
With Agneba's help, we're able to readily obtain materials that are really difficult to refine. The Manon has some impressive tech, so I tell you what. I have my Mimiosome checkup today and worried and pushing it pretty hard, so I'm sure they're gonna find something wrong with it.
have you heard?
That's all that.
Well, everyone told you there was no way they were getting chummy with a bunch of lizard people, right? Explain how most people like the Manon chastise Elisa for speaking ill of mankind's friends. Really? That many people said the Manon helped them out? Some even said the Manon saved their lives? Oh, well if they're really that nice, then I can't let a little trauma over the way they look hold me back. I'm not a monster after all. Alright then, from now on, Manon are welcome in my store. I doubt my shop could stay in the black much longer without their business anyway. Might take me a bit to stop shuddering and start smiling, but I'll figure something out. Who knows, maybe they'll become my best customers. And even if they don't, I'll work out my issues as best I can. After hearing about the great work the Manon have been doing, Lisa seems to have altered her opinion and has accepted Wursel as a customer. Bringing Neil up to Affinity 3.
Have you heard?
Lovely day.
Hey, how's it going? Up for a chat? NLA sure is a hive of activity. I can't remember the last time I was in such a bustling place. Or when I last talked to a member of another race, for that matter. Ask Neil about her past travels, ask about the clue system. Oh, you want to know about the clue? Be so happy to tell you. You might think we're a bunch of recluses and nepotists, but Clue is actually a truly wonderful star system. There's so much nature and so many different ecosystems, and the climate is so temperate and pleasant. According to the old Samarian lore, we think the Clue homeworld was the first planet that settled in on the universe. I wish you could see it for yourself, but sadly, Clue now strictly forbids entry to any outsiders. As a Clurian myself, I wish I could do something about that, but sadly, that's a quite deep-rooted issue. Suggest giving her a tour of NLA, ask her if there's anything she wants right now. Are you trying to be a gentle human? It would feel wrong to refuse, though. We are friends, after all. You know what? Go on, then. I'll take you up on that offer. I'm sure you'll be an excellent tour guide. You completed getting clued in. Gosh, started with the pawn. I'm just kidding. Game! Alright, next we'll tackle those quests that are in Noctilum. Next time we see Forfex near Everwhelm Falls, smashed to death, then cook, then eat.
Oh.
Where did Brother Pawn Tatsu go? Where is Jitsu supposed to go do without Brother Pawn? Okay, so Lyn has to be in the party for this quest. Alright, enough play. Roll call. Satsu, Yayotsu, Gotsu, Mamutsu. Here. 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 Good, that everyone Something funny here again. Satsu, Yayotsu, Gotsu, Mamutsu. Here. 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 Satsu not here. Where? When? What do we do? Ask Jitsu what happened. Tell Jitsu to take a deep breath. Blade friend of Datapon. Tatsu, not Datapon, Fuzzbrain. Tatsu is Brother Pawn. What going on here? Siblings play game of hide and seek, but one missing. That what? That terrible. Hurry up and search for them. Which one's missing? Satsu. This area home to many dangerous critters. Everyone start looking. Right. Satsu always sleeping. Probably wandered off somewhere to take nap. Jitsu just hope nothing come along to turn him into sleepy snack. Say this is no place for no pawn to wander around. Warn Tatsu to be extremely careful as he searches. But if Tatsu not hurry, little brother pawn could get gobbled up. Propose you split up and search independently. Say that someone should stay here. True. Not solve anything if Satsu come back and no one around to yell at him. Got it. Datapon, Jitsu stay here. Brother Pawn. Got it, Datapon, Jitsu stay here. Yayotsu head to Seabound Coil Tree. Gotsu search Sunlit Spring. And Mamutsu look at Decapitamon. Then Tatsu and friends search around Caravan. Missing in action. Everyone's currently looking for the missing Satsu. Please find Satsu. Life is hard for us lady killers. No pushing, restrain yourself, ladies. Satsu have only one body. Satsu already covered in girlfriend department. Help! Inform Satsu his siblings are worried. Let Satsu keep sleeping. Satsu tell you, no more girlfriends. 7 is limit. What happened here? Where did pack of Satsu hungry ladies go? Also, who is friend and where is this? Was that dream? Did Satsu drift off to sleep? 2 superpowers of Satsu are being able to sleep at any time and being irresistible to ladies. Second power only work when first power is in effect, but Satsu not complaining. Everyone worried about Satsu. Okay then, Satsu hurry back home. Ah, Satsu back. Brother Pawn. Everyone was searching for Satsu. Jitsu is quite worried. Sorry to worry everyone, but Satsu glad friends all care about well-being. Then we can call back others. Right, how do we call them back? Ah, Jitsu not think that part through. What do we do now? Tell Jitsu to use their comm devices. Tell Jitsu to contact the siblings telepathically. Comm devices sell for tidy sum. All Nopon Jitsu know already flipped theirs for fat coin. That's just business sense. But now we can't reach others. Suggest going to find them. Suggest staying put to avoid further mishaps. Tatsu not sit here and wait for tragedy to strike. Come Jitsu and Satsu, we have to find them. But if everyone goes, same thing happen again. Satsu definitely wander off for another nap. We should go tell tall human friend to go find him. Okay, Jitsu and Satsu will wait here then. Everyone depend on you, friend. Please. Extra please. Satsu, come back home. Gatsu's sad for missing you. Tell Gatsu that Satsu's been found. Tell Gatsu that Satsu's in heaven. No! Again, you can be an ass in this game if you want. Whew, now Gatsu can go home. Missing everyone was starting to drive Gatsu crazy. Gatsu see friend back at caravan. Flop. Orochi's belly.
You're just nuts to brush off my shoulder.
Use melee attack.
Put the salt on them! Spiral
Rising blade.
Hit him again for me!
I'll make sure to leave a dent.
The head is spinning!
Burning slash. This isn't good. It's time. Tornado blade. Let's do this. Burning slash.
Arcing bolt!
Tornado blade. Burning slash. Burning slash.
There's no need to push!
Burning slash.
You the head is spinning!
Tornado blade.
And it's dead. Alright, brings L up to Affinity level 3. Seabound Coil Tree. Satsu, where are you? Yayatsu, tired of looking, also really hungry. Tell Yayatsu that Satsu's been found, or tell Yayatsu that Satsu's departed on a long journey. Oh great! Hearing that make Yayatsu very relieved, also more hungry. Yatsu ready to go home and eat with everyone. Satsu, no fair turning up dead someplace, Satsu. Tell Mamutsu that Satsu's been found, or tell Mamutsu that Satsu departed on a long journey. Mamutsu, not believe it. Is it okay for news this good to happen? Ah, world seem all sparkly. Everything great, today great, Nopon great, Temenos great. Life is series of tiny miracles, joy everywhere. Now Mamutsu, head home.
Yeah.
Now everyone finally together again, Datapon. Tatsu, not your... Oh, forget it. Say you're sorry it took so long, tell him it was a huge pain to find everyone. Not at all. Many thanks for hard work. Without help of friend, who knows what might have happened. Datapon have good friend. Best and Tatsu give up on Datapon issue for now. Just answer roll call already. Jitsu, Satsu, Yayotsu, Gotsu, Mamutsu. Here. 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 Datapon and 5 siblings all here. 6 siblings for love. 6 siblings here. 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 Satsu's been found and everyone returns safely to the caravan. Alright, that brings Bose up to level 2. And Lynn up to level 4. Alright, then the next quest is over here by the Skybound Coil Tree. Wait a... Oh, well, this ain't good. Now one of my... Whoa, Chief, is that you? Fancy meeting you here. Sorry I'm blocking the way, huh? Just give me a sec. And, whoa. That was way too close. Almost took a spill there. Man, these are tricky. It's taken me forever to get used to moving on them. Seriously been one snag after the next since leaving NLA. Like a minute ago, it was like, adventure, woo, glowy forest, yeah. Basically being a huge idiot, you know? Me. Then this pack of whatevers comes barreling at me from out of nowhere, and I got 0 combat skills, so I ran, obviously. Dropped my comm device on the way, like a genius. So that means no calling for evac, or a cab home, or pizza delivery. Shoot, I had all these points saved up too. 1 free pie with the works. Typical. Should have used them before taking off. What was I talking about? Oh right, so I need a favor, Chief. Can you help me look for my comm device? Shouldn't take long. Sure I dropped it somewhere around here. 2 heads are better than 1, right? And more is... than 2 is betterer, I guess? It's just me and her search tell me you don't have time to help her right now. Oh really? Thank you so much. You're the best, Chief. Gosh, real blades are all so nice. Anyway, let's get the search party started, shall we? You take that direction and I'll go this way. One of us finds my comm device, our secret signal will be to shriek as loud as we can. And if you run into hostiles, I guess you can deal with them yourself? Okay, disperse! Help me on our adventure. Oh, come on in! Playing some more Xenoblade, one of my favorite games of all time, and still enjoying the crap out of it even though I'm almost 30 hours in. Time to jump off a mega tree! Woo! Pew! Gotta love no fall damage. Oh right, I forgot this part. You have to somehow dodge this thing. Yeah, I know. It's like I remember like back in the day there was barely any advertisement for it. and definitely even less word of mouth, especially in my local area. So I just kind of was like, oh, this, like, Xeno 1 was fun. This one's gotta be fun. Look at all the exploration. It just blew me away. Like, even though it might arguably have, like, the weaker story, depending on who you ask, I'm like, in terms of gameplay, up until 3 came out, it was my favorite between 1, 2, and X. I think just 3 barely took the cake just because of the added stuff they add, but I'm like, one thing that'll always make this game better than the others. No fall damage! Because you can't say that about the original trilogy. But yeah, I'm shocked that I was able to get that without triggering that enemy, because that is never how that's gone for me. I'll take it. Alright, we found the comm device. Yeah. Any luck finding my comm device, Chief? Yeah, I was gonna say, even when I think about it, it kind of just, like, it goes back and forth between 3 and X for me. Just kind of comes down to gameplay as opposed to story is kind of, like, what I find favorable with each one. Yes, that's it, you found it! I looked forever with no luck. You're amazing, Chief. Oh, you big time. Thanks so much. Leave it to an experienced blade operative. You certainly showed me up. I gotta get my act together in gear and train up to be a pro blade like you, stat. Thanks again, Chief. You're a big help. Hope we will meet again sometime. I'll probably definitely be a proper blade by then. Maybe we'll end up competing for jobs. But, if so, try and go easy on me, okay? Till then, I'm off. You take care out there, Chief. Watch me leave, ask me about your reward. Bow chicka, wow wow! Time for adventure! Dum-de-dum! Yeah! You say something, Chief? I was kind of composing my theme song. Are you harmonizing? Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks, buddy. See you around. Yeah, plus I know, like, with the added story that they added in this version, like, my opinion might shift in terms of, like, which, like, kind of my final consensus on which one I like more, 3 or X. It's just, I know I'm not going to get to the post-game until probably weeks, if not months from now, so probably won't get my final opinion until then. There was a big rock blocking the road, right? So I started climbing over it, and it started moving. I can't get down! Help! Your adorable protege's in crisis! Adventure! Yeah! Surprisingly not Tatsu. Basically crosses protege of sorts, Mia. Hey, Chief, little help for your old pal Mia? This fake boulder thing is definitely not a real boulder, so please kill it. Pretty sure I won't die if you can do that one little favor.
What the?
Time to kill the sentient boulder.
Use melee attacks.
Take this!
Spiral. Slash. Offensive stance.
Final horn!
Rising blade. Building tight. Concentrate your fire. Tornado blade. Victory
And dead.
predictable. Shall we?
Thanks!
What? Chief, oh, thank you. I knew you'd come to rescue me. You're so professional and junk. But I'll tell you what I don't know. Why does this stuff keep happening to me? Just trying to get through the forest here. Is this cosmic payback for stiffing you back there? You know, karma or whatever? Oh wait, you have eerie cursing powers. You wouldn't curse little old Mia, right, Chief? Anyway, I'm safe, you're safe. All's well that ends well, right? Though it might not be a bad idea for me to learn how to use a gun, huh? Not really my style, though. Yes, well, the real take-home is the forest and I are a terrible match. I am over it. From here on, I'm sticking to exploring east of New LA. Thanks again for bailing me out on a regular basis here, Chief. I'll let you get back to your own adventures. Stay safe, yeah? Happy trails! You helped on the adventure, but received no reward. Quest complete. Yeah, and then once her third one's ready to go, it'll spawn in kind of around here in Oblivious, so that one's to be continued for now. Alright, then there's that nighttime one that spawns in Silvalum. Yay, Crimson Aurora time! My favorite. Bad news, so bad, very terrible, the worst! This is biggest crisis in career of Kuta. That's a tongue twister. Precious cargo of Kuta has been stolen! And only clue Kuta have about perpetrator is that it's some kind of huge thing. Kuta never get cargo back with only thing to go on. Though if it actually so huge, Kuta might not be able to do much even if he knew. Still, all of it 100% bad news. Crisis. Disaster! Friend was paying attention to Woeful Tale of Kuta, yes? In that case, Friend is fated to help Kuta out. Also, Friend would be a huge jerk to hear that and just leave. Yay, guilt tripping. Help Kuta search for the cargo, ask for more information on the situation. Friend will help then? Kuta was napping when cargo was stolen, so Kuta know dismayingly little about what happened. Tip about it being something huge only came from Friend Pawns after the fact. Many Friend Pawns of Kuta saw the huge thief. Kuta went around asking about it, but details are awfully fuzzy. Though to be fair, Kuta loved to talk but only tolerate listening. This is an important disclaimer. Good first step to getting back cargo of Kuta would be for Friend to hear what Friend Pawns of Kuta have to say. Friend looked like good listener, Kuta's good talker, so that expert opinion. Good luck, Friend. Many thanks. Castle in the sky. Kuta the courier had his cargo stolen. Listen for eyewitnesses' reports as you hunt down the criminal.
What wrong?
Customer, welcome, Friend. Meh? Friend not here to shop? Friend only here looking for huge thing that stole cargo of Kuta. Wanata saw it. Came from the sky. It got dark around so fast Wanata thought night came early. Then huge thing came crashing down. Picked up cargo with wiggly wobbly arms and legs and then swooped off. Whole thing was over in seconds. Oh, and it flew towards the west. Though kind of southy too, but it was definitely on the left-hand side of Wanana. Not sure what direction Wanana was facing at the time, though. But who care about details? Not Wanana. Still, Wanana hope Friend can get cargo back soon. Wanana will take big hit without it. New product is big hit, Wanana like that. But when profits say big hit, no siree.
Hey!
Okay.
Welcome to General Store of Nana. What is Friend needing today? Friend want information on thief who stole cargo from courier? Well, Nana saw a huge thing that rumbled the ground as it came running. It has to be slithery, snitching snake of rumors. Also, it breathed fire just like stories say. Nana was worried it would cart off entire general store, but it didn't. Still, Nana lucky to be alive. Extremely fortunate. Basically miraculous, really. Regardless, better to lose some stock and stay alive. Probably best to start looking for next mission. Nana strongly recommend friend give up trying to chase down huge thief thing. Much too dangerous. Retrieve the cargo. And depending on how this fight goes, this might be a to be continued until the party's at level 32, but I'll at least give it a go here. I'm just like trying to find something to fight so I can gain TP and also try not to die, but at the same time, it's like, oh, that robot roaming around just could end poorly.
I won't miss this chance.
Spiral Tornado Blade! Harping Horn!
Offensive stance. Good. Now we can just topple them with gunfire. It's time. Tornado Blade! Tornado Blade! Ready to go! Tornado Blade! Tornado Blade!
Infinite Tornado Blade!
We're in a good position. Move in! Tornado Blade! Step in and try to hold it. More! Burning slash! Spiral rising blade! Harping horn!
let's give this a shot. Yeah, that thing is also dangerous. Avoid the plant if you can help it. Oh, there it is. It spotted us. We got a side quest done, though, so yay. We gathered cordless transformers and delivered them to the Reclaimers.
Some real competition.
Let's do it. Cripple him first. Now we're talking. Close in and
I'll
strike.
pulverize it. Spiral home.
Got him. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's like we do not want to aggro something else while we're trying to do this.
I really need some heal.
Offensive stance. Tornado blade. Tornado blade. Now get in there.
Holy shoot! Wow, that thing went down like it was nothing. Sweet. The power of overdrive.
So.
And we're back to Crimson Aurora. Oh, it's Friend. Welcome back. Kuda glad to see Friend is safe. But did Friend find huge thief thing? What about cargo? Oh, yes, this is Freight of Kuta. Long-lost sacred treasure of Nopon everywhere is finally restored. Okay, that last part was exaggeration. It really just run-of-the-mill cargo, but Kuda just so excited. What happened to Huge Thief thing? Did Friend fight it? What? Friend defeated it? Wow! Kuda had no idea Friend was actually a decent fighter. Seems Kuda was lucky to ask Friend for help. That kind of luck, crucial skill for merchants. And now reputation of Kuda for never missing delivery lives on. Kuda can return to work with head held high. Friend's real life saver, or job saver at least. Kuda sure great things await Friend down the line. Kuda have no idea what, so best to keep it vague. Now Kuda off. Big or small, courier Kuda get cargo where it going. Happy business to us both. He obtained eyewitness reports, tracked down the thief, and returned the cargo. Kuda was delighted. Quest complete. Alright, And then there's the one out in Caldros. I gotta kind of walk over to it a bit. Might save that for the beginning of the next session.
Now, what should I
Hey, Temenos, how's it going? I was just about to go shopping to get ready for dinner. What do you feel like eating tonight? So you'll take care of dinner tonight, take Lynn's clothes shopping with you first, tell Lynn to cook up Tatsu already. Oh, really? Okay. What do you want to cook? You have a specialty? Boast about your world-famous sashimi. Claim your barbecue makes grown men weep. Say men have fought duels for a bite of your creme brulee. Brag that your cupcakes are the finest in the land. Insist that your omelets are more valuable than gold. Omelets? Wow, those are hard. You gotta get the texture just right, you can't mess up the flip at the end. And that look on your face tells me you got a lot of confidence in your flipping arm. Well, omelets it is then. I like mine half cooked and runny, by the way. I'll go buy some eggs and butter while you get the frying pan ready. You completed dinner discussion. And Bose's second one spawned in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
listen?
I just had a revelation when looking at this dog. Can you hear me out? Despite the valiant efforts of the Interceptor Division, indigents remain as persistent a threat as ever. The gates of NLA have stood strong so far, but they're by no means impregnable. You know the dog guardian statues of the east? I think we should install one on either side of the gates, therefore warding off beasts with the Buddhist power. Say the guardian statue should be installed, correct his ideas about the statues. I knew you would perceive the wisdom of my plan, and our first step should be to researching Eastern texts to learn how these statues are engineered. Yes, engineered. Guardian dogs are powerful defensive weapons that have protected temples since ancient times. They repel invaders by emitting blinding beams of divine lights from their mouths, right? Seems from the look on your face I may have misunderstood their specific defensive capabilities. I'm always looking for ways to harness the power of the Buddha to NLA's benefit. Sadly, I haven't found a good way of doing so. Perhaps this sort of thing's not my forte. But it might be yours. Well then, how can we illuminate the city with the light and love of the Buddha? Suggest building a giant Buddha at NLA Center, fill your heart with love and tell Bose that is not the way. The sacred flame is the way! Just now as the light cast a halo behind you, I saw a vision of the Buddha upon your face. But of course, that's my answer. The Buddha's path is not about physical things, it's about finding enlightenment within each of us. What a fool I've been. We never needed such things as lions and dogs and statues. Thank you. Remember this teaching of the Buddha forever and use it to protect NLA by pulverizing all who would stand against us. I'll be counting on you to watch over me with that uncanny Buddha-like gaze. You completed Garbled Guardians. Now let's see where this car is located, because I've been blanking on where the actual location is. Let's- Let's see.
And you know what?
Saw this crazy tree that looks like a giant dragon's tail in Noctilum. I can't get it out of my head. Could someone please investigate it for me, maybe? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it said behind some crates, and yeah, straight up, it's behind those crates.
So listen. Wonderful.
Oh hey, thanks for coming this way. You're the one who found my key card, yeah? So can I see it? Oh sweet, this is it. Man, I was gonna be hosed like a driveway without this baby. I suppose we should talk reward, huh? What do you say I just transfer to you later since it's so much? Since I'm being paid right now, think about a very similar situation from the past. You're the one who... Oh man, I didn't even notice. Should have spent more time looking at your face, I guess. Ask Yardley if you've met before, insist that Yardley pay the prior reward he still owes you. So you do remember, suppose that's unsurprising. Guess that's some explaining to do, huh? But we can't talk here. Too many years or something. Maybe at night on the lowest level beneath the administrative district's hangars. I'll pay you what I owe, including for all the stuff you just did. Until then.
By the way,
So as you can kind of see over there, it's directly underneath the city. Or the administrative district specifically. So you have to jump down there and then swim.
there you are.
I've been waiting for you. I believe this is our first time meeting, correct? Confirm you've never met him before, claim you've met him once before, say this is actually the third time you've met. Aren't you the smart one? Well, I guess you know it's good old Yardley. So I know you may have some doubts, but I promise it was, always me you've been meeting with. I just changed my appearance. So you know that key card you found for me? Well, it activates the life pod I work so desperately to repair. You see, we humans are basically just souls housed in mimeosomes, which are little more than temporary vessels. But with the situation comes a kind of freedom. The freedom to change vessels at will. The mimeosome maintenance center is full of life pods, but they're all reserved for clinical applications. Us normal yokels aren't allowed near them. Which means that this is the only life pod where people can rebuild their bodies to suit their whims. I expect you'll have your doubts about the process, but I stand as proof of the results. My conscience has been successfully transplanted into an entirely new body. Asked to use Yardley's life pod, expressed concern that a criminal might misuse such technology. Compliment Yardley on his scheme. I wouldn't worry about that. With my prices, it's safely out of the reach of petty criminals and other riffraff. Even a kingpin would think twice before rushing into things. I charge 1,000,000 credits a pop, after all. Oh, but you're welcome to use it for free whenever you want. Let's just say it's a way to settle up my outstanding debts. So what do you say? Interested? Assure Yardley that you'll put it to good use. Tell Yardley you want to be paid in cash instead. Wonderful. Then from this point on, we're square. I have only 2 stipulations for our agreement. One is that you don't tell anyone about this. I doubt the Director General will be pleased to hear about my little business model. And 2 is that you only use the machine late at night when I'm around. That should be a given, seeing as it won't activate without my keycard, but just in case. Are we agreed? Promise to abide by Yardley's rules, say you refuse to make any promises. Deal. I hope this leads to good things for the both of us. Well, that's enough yakking, I think. If you want to take the light pod for a spin, step right up. Yardley can help you change your mimeosome's look. However, the operation can only be done in the dead of night when Yardley is present. If you'd like to change your player avatar's appearance, gender, etc., wait until late night, then go to Yardley's hideaway located beneath the administrative district. So basically, if you want to change your character's appearance but don't want to replay everything up until that point, you are locked in up until Chapter 5 and then doing that quest specifically. But from there on out, then you can change pretty much everything except the character's name. So in this case, I'm still required to call him Temenos, so actually I'll double check that, because I'm pretty sure that was the original version. I'll see if that's still the case here. Yeah, and then of course you keep the clothes that you... making Temenos even taller! So yeah, you're locked in on your name at least, but besides that you can change the appearance. Alright, so everyone's at least at level 3 affinity then. Well, except for Bose, so he'll stay in the party for now.
Hey.
Alright, that's where we'll leave it out for today, so next time we'll do that one side quest and then pretty much just go straight into Chapter 6. Alright, so thanks for tuning into the stream. I was able to get some more progress done in the game, and then we'll continue that up tomorrow. And then in addition, we'll be playing the Patrick Star game, and then starting up Blast Corps later in the week. That'll be about it, so let's go find a raid target. I am intrigued. Let's go raid John. Alright, cool. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.